Listener discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a holiday special of I Should Totally Be Dead Right Now podcast, where we tell true stories of survivors of true crime, natural disasters, and everything else in between. Either you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, we hope you're having a fantastic December. Hey Michelle.
Hey! Merry Christmas, motherfuckers! I mean that in the nicest way, of course.
Yeah, of course.
They're not all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Probably some are, though.
Well,
yeah.
All right. So, this is our Christmas special, or holiday special, sorry.
Yeah. Come on, Caitlin.
I know. Give it the times. So, for this occasion, we had naughty and nice shots. You can guess who got the naughty and who got the nice shots.
I got the nice, obviously. You son of a bitch.
No.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I did.
Yeah, you got the naughty one.
Yeah. I drank them both, though.
Yeah, it's true. They're really good. So in the naughty shot, it's green, which is kind of like Grinchy that we were going for.
Yeah.
It is...
Let's see, a little sour apple pucker.
Yes.
Sprite. A little bit of blue Curacao for the color.
Bit. Yeah.
Like, I hardly put any, and then it turned turquoise for a while.
Yeah.
And then you balance that with a little pineapple juice to make it
Yes.
that bright green. So.
And then a little bit of rum.
Oh, I forgot about the rum.
Yeah. So
no
it was
wonder.
pretty good.
There it is.
Yeah.
I forgot about the rum.
That was that shot. It was okay. Yeah. It was pretty good.
The nice shot was definitely more delicious.
Yeah, because that's just, it was just peach schnapps, grenadine, and cranberry juice.
Yeah.
And they gave it a cute little nice red color, and
they turned out delicious, and we've been shooting them ever since.
Yeah. We also gave
presents.
We opened presents, and Michelle was super sweet, and she gave me a flask with our I Should Totally Be Dead Right Now logo on it, which I love.
Made by Ray of Sunshine Designs. Thank
Very
you,
cute.
Sunshine.
And thank you, Michelle. And I also got
the best present on earth. Yes.
Well, we got a shaker. I got a shaker.
Who cares?
Okay.
Move on from the shaker.
I also got a pocket size salt
box.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Therefore,
in case.
if I ever have to eat anyone, I have a little bit of salt.
You're all ready with some seasoning.
Yeah. And if you don't understand that joke, it's in an episode prior. So
yeah. What is it called? Romance and cannibalism?
Yeah. Romance and cannibalism. Yeah, exactly. You're right. We talk about cannibalism, so...
Well, I just promised on that one that I was going to start carrying salt around me, just in case, like, Caitlin and I got into an accident and I had to become a cannibal and eater.
Yeah.
I always want to have salt on hand.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine eating a body would be very tasty without salt.
Probably not. I mean, aren't already salty, though?
Yeah, maybe. I just
know.
want that little extra seasoning,
Right.
You know what I mean? When I'm slicing open your liver, I'm just going to like...
Ew. Okay.
I'd probably eat your liver first.
Why?
Well, because there's lots of good nutrients in there. I mean, a lot of kind of bound stuff, too, but you can eat a river... my God.
I don't think you want my liver, though.
Yeah, girl, you've been drinking a lot. That's true.
So thank you, Michelle. I loved all my gifts.
Just kidding. I would still eat your liver.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, and, oh my God, you got me, like, the best present ever. You got me some other things, socks and such, but then... they got me a Disney World Epcot Starbucks mug.
Yes. Boom.
Do I love it? And can I probably am going to go home, brew some coffee, just so I can use that fucking mug, because I'm so excited about it.
Yay, good.
I'm so excited about
Yay.
it. Ugh.
Well, yay. Christmas was a success. Then.
I thought I was going to win Christmas, kind of hands down, and you swooped in for the win.
I don't know. Those flasks are really cute.
The flasks are cute.
Yeah.
And the salt boxes are
yeah,
awesome.
I love
have
the
one in my
salt.
pocket as we speak.
Yeah. The salt is great. It cracked me up. I was confused for a second, but I got there.
Like, what the fuck? Why are you giving me salt?
Right.
So I can eat you.
We hope you have a fantastic December. So we do have some holiday stories that we're going to jump into. One little side note is if you'd like to see me sing, like use my vocal cords, just like that, Michelle, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was on my friend's Ashley's Singing Snippets. It's on TikTok and Instagram. That's her channel.
Oh my God, can we like look it up right now?
Ashley's Singing Snippets. We sing Christmas carols. So check her out. She's a great singer. She's a good friend of mine. So please,
Can we
and
see a
follow.
little snippet right now?
It's not up yet.
Oh,
I mean,
see.
when I post this, it'll
It'll be up.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's not up right now. She's editing it tomorrow. So,
Oh,
all right. So, okay, let's jump to the stories. All right.
All right, set the scene for us, Caitlin.
So this story is about Katrina Yuzefpolsky.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
Katrina.
Yes. It is December 24th, 2008, in Covina, California.
Okay.
It is a city in the suburbs of Los Angeles.
Indeed. Yes.
So Katrina is 8 years old, and her and her family are at her grandma's house to celebrate Christmas. This is Christmas Eve. So there was about 25 people there all together.
At Grandma's house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it was around 11:30 p.m., and there was a knock on the door. One of the guests opens it and walks in a man dressed as Santa Claus. Katrina was so excited to see Santa Claus that she ran right up to him. But that was about the same time when he pulled out 2 semi-automatic handguns and opened fired.
This motherfucker. You don't get to dress as Santa and then ruin Christmas.
I don't even understand that.
Well, he's clearly a motherfucker. I can tell already.
Exactly.
He's a bigger motherfucker than when I called everyone motherfuckers
Oh, okay.
earlier.
Yeah, for sure. But the very first person he shot was Katrina right in the face.
What?
Yeah. So, and then he just went on a spree. Everyone was in a panic and they tried to flee. Some people jumped out windows, some hid behind furniture, and others ran up the stairs. After he was done shooting, he sprayed the living room with accelerant.
Oh,
and
dear.
he had 2 pressurized tanks with one holding gas, which made it a homemade flamethrower.
Jeez. He's being very thorough, I guess.
The house went up in flames very quickly. Katrina was able to escape with her mother, and a 16-year-old got shot in the back, and another woman broke her ankle while jumping out of the 2nd-story window.
What year is this again? 2008?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. We're suffering with sound issues today
Yeah, we're
we
sorry.
have a motherfucker who is not as big as this motherfucker, of course,
Yeah.
that we're talking about, but who is leaf blowing his lawn in the dark and in the rain.
Yeah, it's dark outside and it's raining.
But fortunately, he's a neighbor, so it's hella close and we can hear it really loud.
Yeah, so if you hear it, I really do apologize, but I can't wait for this guy to stop.
We have been drinking too hard. We're going to be falling asleep after this.
We gotta get going. All right.
Okay, so let's recap a little
Okay.
bit, because it's been a little while. It's been like 1 second for the listener, but for me, it's been like 3 shots. So we have Katrina and her mother running away. Katrina has been shot in the face.
Yes.
A 16-year-old was running with them. She got shot in the back.
Correct.
Aunt or someone has jumped from a 2nd floor window and has now broken her ankle.
Correct.
And the house is on fucking flame and fire.
Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty much. So, unfortunately...
This is a Nightmare Christmas Eve. Is that what you wanted to say?
Yeah, absolutely. There were 9 fatalities out of the 25. Some of these victims could not be told the cause of death because the fire pretty much destroyed everything and they can only identify them by their dental records.
Oh,
yeah.
that is heartbreaking to hear.
It took 80 firemen an hour and a half to put out the fire.
Oh my God.
This man in the Santa suit was Bruce Jeffrey Pardo. And Bruce was recently divorced from Katrina's aunt, Sylvia.
This is all about revenge. Is that what's going on here?
They were only married for a year when they called it quits.
Because she's like, he seems a little bit like a psycho. I'm
well,
going to divorce him.
Yeah, I mean, they've been growing apart, but Bruce refused to have a joint bank account with her,
Maybe
which is
he refused to watch Love Actually and Christmas Vacation.
Right? But, I mean... Which is fine, but he also expected Sylvia to take care of her 3 kids with her own finances. Like, he didn't want any part of that.
Okay, so you're going to marry into the family and be like, bitch, you got to take care of yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And there was also an upset because Bruce was concealing a child from a previous relationship. So that was a huge
Yeah, that's
thing.
a bombshell you don't really want to hear, I think.
Absolutely. So with the divorce, Bruce had to pay Sylvia $10,000 in settlement and also $1,700 per month for spousal support.
He's like, I can't pay that. I have to find another solution.
Well, only a month after the divorce, Bruce lost his job for falsifying hours he was billing for.
Okay, so he's just fake, or he's just
a
lying
terrible
to
person.
everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he told a friend that she was taking him to the cleaners. All this seemed to be the motive, they believe.
For massacring her entire family.
Yeah, so now the police knew exactly who they were looking for. So of the 9 people, Sylvia did pass away from a gunshot. Alicia, she was 7 years old, which was the grandma. She died of...
Oh, I thought you said 7 years old. 70?
70.
Okay, sorry.
She also died to a gunshot wound.
Gosh.
Joseph, he was the husband of
Grandma.
Alicia, of Grandma. And he died of a gunshot as well.
Oh, my goodness.
Charles, Sherry, James, Teresa, and Alicia all passed away. We didn't know the cause of death.
Most likely they were injured with the bullets, and then, if they weren't already gone, then they got fire.
Yeah, so 49, 45, 51, 52, and 46. And then Michael, he's 17, and he died in the fire. It was awful. Yes. No.
That's the worst Christmas Eve on record.
Absolutely. So it was a lot. So Bruce put on regular clothes.
Changed out of his Santa outfit.
Yep.
He can fuck himself.
And he headed to his brother's house about 30 miles away. Police found him dead with a self-inflicted gunshot to the head. Investigators believe that he had other plans because they found a ticket to Canada, a plane ticket to Canada, and $17,000 in cash that was saran wrapped around his leg.
Oh, so he was going to get out of town after this giant murder fest that he was doing.
They think he changed his plans because he had third-degree burns on his arms from the flamethrower. And also, his plane wasn't a direct flight. He had some stops. So by the time,
he got there, he probably wouldn't have even made it. Yeah.
So they even had to have a bomb squad come because he had rigged whatever was left over the Santa suit with black powder, and it looked like it would detonate if it was removed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So they were able to contain it, destroy it, and such. Katrina was sent to the hospital and had to go into surgery. They took out a bunch of bullet fragments from her cheek. But she survived, and she was able to go home.
Oh, well, that's good. Good job, Katrina.
I know, right? Leticia, which is Katrina's mother, went through years of therapy, but still suffered from anxiety and nightmares.
Oh, I would imagine so. I can't even. I'm going to have anxiety and nightmares from this.
Absolutely.
God.
So this is a quote. It's kind of long, but this is what she says. Everywhere you turn, there are memories of what we used to have, and the memories of that night. You can't escape it. Christmas still will always be there, and we will continue to celebrate it. We can't do anything to change what happened. I can only focus on the future. I can only focus on what's being brought to me, and the good things that are brought to me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We have taken a lot of shots.
That's what I think has helped me have more peace. Really having the gratitude for the love that has been brought to our family from people we didn't even know.
Oh, that is very inspirational and heartwarming.
So she even had her family reach out to other families that went through kind of the same traumatic experience. A mother lost her 3 daughters and parents in a fire, and the family wrote them letters.
Oh.
They also wrote letters to the families where a gunman killed 20 children and 6 adults in a Newtown school.
Oh my gosh.
Katrina usually wrote, "It'll be hard, but just have hope. Don't give up." Oh. So they would just reach out to other families struggling because they know how...
God.
I know, right?
I start fucking crying.
It's so...
Caitlin, goddammit. No, that is... I actually do believe that gratitude is a way to... I don't know, to heal and release all the shitty things. I mean, it's probably one of the best avenues for healing yourself is just to feel that gratitude.
Absolutely.
So, good job, guys.
And not letting...
I'm all fucking emotional.
Oh, no. Sorry. But no, it's good that... she lost a lot of family members.
Yeah.
And so for her to continue to celebrate Christmas, to be like, this is still a positive holiday, don't associate it with pain or anger or anything like that.
Yeah.
Appreciate what family do have, the love that's around you, and by strangers and stuff. So, I mean, I bet that was hard for her to do, but with having children who went through that, I bet you would have to, like, this is still, Santa's still
He's not a shitty guy.
Yeah, exactly. Still be excited for Christmas and...
Well, good for them. Leticia and Katrina.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good job. Oh, God. God, could you fucking imagine?
No. Absolutely not.
Bruce, you're the worst.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
And to dress up like Santa Claus.
Right? Like, what was the point?
Yeah, just to fuck with everyone even more and just to screw up the holiday for them forever.
It was like, oh, this will help me get in the house. It's like, you just walked in and started shooting. Like, you...
Yeah, did you really need an in?
Yeah. And shooting children, like, I can't even... okay, I'm over it.
Yeah, well, especially a little girl who's just running to you because she's so thrilled to see you.
Yeah, she's like, I've been good all year, I bet. Like, oh, I can't even. Okay. Oh, all right. It is now 2018.
Okay.
Katrina is now 17 years old, and she is joining a growing group of teenagers who have survived gun violence and are demanding change to weapon laws. Could you imagine being a kid and be like, can we change this because
I got shot in the face on Christmas Eve.
Right.
Ugh.
And you can't vote. I bet that's hard.
Yeah, that would be. I could see that.
I mean, it's just so sad. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this.
We're gonna all start crying.
It's just sad because nowadays, like, you see kids going through, like, active shooter drills. You see them having, like, bulletproof backpacks. This is sad.
Different time.
It's a different time, for sure.
God, if I had, like, Facebook and all that stuff, I would have been probably so bullied beyond anything I maybe even could have lived through.
I mean, the closest thing I had was MySpace when I was younger, but my mom and dad had my password. They were checking.
You were on lock a little bit.
Yeah, I had my top 8. It was...
God, it was me. It probably fucking was, too.
I was really upset because Tom was never my friend.
What?
Like, he was everyone's friend, but he was, like, I don't know if he
was
unfriended
my
me.
friend.
He was not my friend.
You probably unfriended him.
Maybe.
You're like, fuck Tom.
Maybe. Anyways, so this is 2018. Students across the U.S. walked out of their schools for 17 minutes, each minute representing a victim from the February 14th shooting at the Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida.
I do remember this.
Mm-hmm. This is what Katrina says. I've lived through it, and I'm still living my life as best as I can. It's not stopping me. It's not instilling fear in me. I want that to change. I don't want other families to go through what me and my family went through. Katrina loves playing softball and wants to continue on to play in college. As of 2020, she is doing just that. She's playing softball in college, and I believe she's studying psychology and economics.
Oh, damn. All right.
Right? So
Katrina is doing
good.
well, it sounds like.
Yes, exactly.
Moving forward, despite her tragic events in her life.
Exactly, yep. And it sounds like she is, getting involved, which is great.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
God.
This was for you, Chris.
I know.
Like, I know you wanted to find I know you wanted to find a story where Christmas saved the day, but
it's hard to find.
It's hard to find.
Because I looked for it,
right?
And I didn't find much.
No, I didn't either.
Oh
my gosh, this is depressing. I'm sorry.
This is the worst episode ever.
No. All right, move on. Okay.
No.
It's your turn, Michelle.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
No, just
end
kidding.
it here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. My story is about Juliane Koepcke. So Juliane and her mother.
Juliane or Julienne?
Juliane.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Hopefully that's correct.
Yeah.
Sorry, Juliane. I'm going to go ahead and take us back to Christmas Eve, 1971.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So her and her mother, just like everyone else, was on this plane, and they were just very eager to get home. They were traveling on the holidays. They were hoping to get home for Christmas Eve. The plane was 7 hours delayed, so they were all ready, kind of antsy and kind of angry and all that stuff. So they are flying over the Peruvian rainforest at this point, and suddenly they enter a very dark, heavy cloud. So they're sort of flying into a storm, if you will.
Michelle, is this another fucking plane
story? Yeah, it is a fucking
God.
another plane story. I know, it's like my 5th one, I think.
You did one last week.
I know, but
That's
this
okay.
was a Christmas Eve one.
Okay, I like it. No.
It's a little different.
Terrify me, yes, please.
Yeah, I do what I can. So, her mother was anxious, and flying into this dark cloud didn't make her feel any better.
Yeah.
But Juliane was fine because she likes flying. So
right,
she's
like
like
you.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the anxious one. I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, it's fine. Don't
Cute.
even worry. So, but about 10 minutes later, it was pretty obvious that something was wrong.
Oh my
So there was very heavy turbulence, and the plane kept sort of falling out of the air. So it was going up and down.
Okay.
And there's parcels and luggage falling out of the
The
above
compartments of, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. The overhead compartments, that's what I'm trying to say. So there was gifts and flowers and Christmas cakes flying all over.
I'm sorry, flowers?
Yeah, that's what it says, flowers. People were probably bringing stuff with them,
I guess.
maybe.
I don't know, just...
God, don't judge,
I'm
Caitlin.
sorry, wouldn't the, altitude, kill them or something like that?
I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't
okay.
kill us, right? Yeah, it's
Well,
fine.
it may. I don't know.
Well, that's true.
Okay, continue.
Dun, dun, dun. God.
All right, continue.
And then they started seeing lightning around the plane. So they had flown into a lightning storm. And so now Juliane is beginning to get a little bit scared.
I've seen pictures of planes getting hit by lightning.
Yeah.
But I know it's kind of built for that. They are okay with that.
Well, perhaps in 1971, that
Not
was
so
not
much.
the case. So her mother and her held hands, but they were unable to speak, and the other passengers were beginning to cry and weep and scream. And so it's clearly a pretty scary situation.
Oh my gosh.
So about 10 minutes after that, as they're flying through all this crazy turbulence and the plane's just going all over, Juliane sees a very bright light on the outer engine to her left. And her mom is like, this is the end. It's all over. And those were the last words she ever heard from her mother.
No!
Because the plane got hit by lightning, and then it started to go down.
Oh my gosh.
It went into a total nosedive.
Oh my god. No.
So it was pitch black, and people were screaming.
Yeah.
And all you could hear was the roar of the engines.
Oh my
As
gosh.
they are careening towards the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Suddenly, all the noise stopped. And Juliane realized she was not in the plane anymore.
What?
So she was in a free fall, strapped to her seat, and her seat had made it outside the plane. So the plane
Broke in half, probably.
broke in half, and she is now careening to the earth in her chair and not in the plane.
That's a good seatbelt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so she was strapped to her seat, and she was just hanging head over heels, careening towards the earth.
Oh my gosh.
So all she could hear was the wind, and she said she felt so completely alone at
I
that
bet.
point. Yeah, I mean, because she was. So she could see the canopy of the jungle because they were flying over the jungle,
Right.
just coming towards her, and then later she lost consciousness.
Oh.
So she remembers nothing of the actual impact of
Well,
falling.
okay, well,
That's
that's
something.
good, yeah.
So later she learned that the plane had broken into pieces about 2 miles above ground. So she fell for almost 2 miles.
Oh
my
gosh.
straight to the
I
ground.
wonder how long that takes.
I would imagine a few
I
minutes.
would think so, yeah.
Oh my god, we should look it up later.
We should.
Oh.
Just free falling for 2 minutes straight,
Yeah.
Oh.
It's no wonder she lost consciousness. She probably couldn't breathe very
yeah,
well.
I bet.
Just with the air
Yeah.
coming out. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
People pass out with skydiving.
Oh, dude, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So I see people passing out all the time on those slingshot
Yeah.
those videos. Oh, it's so sad because you'll see them and you can tell they're just fucking nervous.
Yeah.
And then they go up and they're just flopping around
be
in their
you?
seat. Yeah,
I just be
probably.
smiling, yay! And
I'd be
it's
like, You'd be like, Michelle, are you okay? No answer. Oh, sorry, Juliane. We digress.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. So she wakes up the next day and she looks up and she's like, holy shit, I just survived a plane crash.
Yeah, right?
That's what happened. So she shouted out for her mother, but she could only hear jungle.
Oh,
I
she
know.
called for her
Ugh.
mom.
She did call for her mother. I know. But she was completely alone. So at that point, She had a broken collarbone, some deep cuts on her legs, but for the most part, her injuries were not that serious for having free falled for 2 miles. She realized later that she had a ruptured ligament in her knee, but she could still walk. So
Okay.
that was something. So she had actually sort of grown up in this area. Her parents had a research station that was actually just 30 miles away from where she had crash landed.
What? Wait, what? Say again?
Her parents actually had a research station. So she grew up in the jungle while her parents were like scientists kind of
That's a weird
doing
coincidence.
research around there. I'm assuming
All
maybe
right.
that's why they were in the area.
Oh, I
So she
guess.
was fairly familiar with the jungle is my point.
Okay. Well, all right.
So she had learned a lot about life in the rainforest and that it actually wasn't too dangerous.
No.
I don't feel like that would be my reaction
No, the
at all.
rainforest is terrifying.
It's not the green hell that the world always thinks it is, but I disagree. I think
Oh.
it is the green hell that the world thinks it is. No, it's probably amazing. I just don't want to be
Save
there.
it.
I'm not going. So,
I meant save the rainforest.
oh yeah,
Sorry.
not
That's
save
what I
it to
meant.
me.
No,
I just presumed you were insulting me.
I know.
So,
That's my go-to. But no, it's save the rainforest.
indeed, do save the rainforest. So Juliane, she could hear planes up ahead, overhead, but she couldn't see them because the canopy in the jungle was so thick.
Oh, okay.
So she knew that they were searching for the wreck. They
Oh.
like the plane. They knew the plane had gone down.
So that's kind of quick, though.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that as soon as it didn't arrive at its destination, they were
Right.
like, "What the hell?" and probably calling out to the pilots, and probably the pilots Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Right.
Is that a thing? I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah.
It feels right.
It's in the movies. It's true.
Yeah,
Right.
there we go. Thank you, Caitlin. So she was wearing a very short sleeveless mini dress and white sandals. And so she was obviously not expecting a trudge through the jungle.
No, I don't think so.
So she had lost one shoe, but she kept her other shoe because she actually also lost her glasses and she can't see very far in front of her. So she was using that shoe to sort of swipe in front of her to make sure that there was kind of nothing
gosh.
dangerous there that she was like going to walk into.
So she no broken legs. I mean, she's fine,
She has a broken collarbone
Okay.
and a bunch of cuts,
right?
but she can walk.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean she was pretty fortunate.
For falling 2 miles out of the sky.
I know, in her chair. I mean, maybe it landed chair down or something rather
Or through
than
the trees, or
yeah.
it had
Poor
to-
thing. She probably ricocheted all through the trees, but she
Right.
was unconscious. So this is the most depressing
I
Christmas
know.
episode on
We're so
Earth.
sorry, guys.
I'm not going on. No, I am. Okay. So Juliane knew that snakes and things would camouflage under dry leaves and all that, and
Okay.
because of her eyesight, she was really concerned about
Stepping
on one or running into one, but she never saw one. So
Oh.
fortunately there was that. She did find a small creek that she ended up just walking along. So because she
okay.
knew as long as she sort of stayed near water, she was going to be probably okay. Well, she knew it was safer near the water. So she ends up finding the crash site and she finds a bag of sweets. And that
Oh.
has been the only food that she's had for, actually, I'm not even sure how long it's been. I think it's been a little while.
Yeah.
It's not been I think it's been more than a day, kind of, at this
really?
point. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She finished the sweets pretty quickly, and then she was very afraid that she was going to end up starving to death. So it was very hot and very wet, and it rained several times a day in the
Wow.
rainforest. But it was cold at night, and to be alone in the mini dress was a little tricky, and it was very difficult. So she had a hard time
Staying warm.
and kind of keeping herself, I guess, warm and able to
Dry.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was probably soaked
Right.
all the time. So on the fourth day, she heard the noise of a landing king vulture, which she recognized from her time at her parents' reserve.
Oh.
So she knew that actually the vulture coming down was probably not a good sign because they tend to congregate near dead bodies. So she turned the corner from the creek and then she found a bench that had 3 passengers that were like rammed headfirst into the ground. So they had fallen in their seats. together and fallen headfirst. So, and she got all shooken up because it was the first dead body she had ever encountered.
Oh my gosh.
So, poor thing.
Aww.
So she was paralyzed by panic for a little while, and she thought maybe one of them was her mother.
Oh,
I know.
no.
So she sort of poked around the corpse a little bit, and then she saw that they had their fingernails polished, and she knew it wasn't her mother because her mother never painted her nails. Thank you. I know words. Oh,
that's really sad and interesting.
She was immediately relieved that it was not her mother, but
absolutely.
then she felt immediately ashamed that she was relieved. Which
I get. I get it, but still,
she's happy it wasn't her mom, but she's very sad that these poor people lost their lives. So by the 10th day, she couldn't stand properly anymore.
10 days.
10 days she's been out in the jungle.
Oh my gosh.
She drifted along the edge of a larger river that she had come across. And she felt super lonely and like she was in a parallel universe where there was like no other humans.
Aww.
I mean, she's just totally isolated.
The rainforest is huge.
Yeah, I can't even. And it's not like you can easily see down into it to try to rescue somebody.
Right.
It's so thick. So when she saw a really large boat, she thought she was hallucinating.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So she went to touch it and then was super surprised to realize it was in fact real. And that boat was there.
It's like docked or something?
I think it would. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So she saw a small path into the jungle from the river. And there she found a hut with a palm leaf roof and an outboard motor and a liter of gas.
Oh.
So she kind of found everything she needed to kind of get moving along the river, should she need to.
So she's just taking the boat? Whose boat is this?
I think it's just someone who was living in the rainforest.
Oh, okay.
But she did have a wound on her upper right arm,
Oh.
and it was infested with maggots.
Ew!
Yeah, and the maggots were about 1 centimeter long, so like...
I can't do maggots. Like, I cannot.
So she remembered that her dog had had an infection a while back, and her father had put kerosene on it to get rid of...
That's interesting.
I don't know if her dog had maggots as well, or it was just an infection. Mm-hmm. But what she did was she sucked up some of that gasoline, and then she sort of spit it onto her wound.
Oh my gosh.
To try to clean it and get rid of the maggots. She said the pain was super intense because all the maggots tried to burrow further into her arm rather than like leaving to escape. So she ended up pulling about 30 maggots out of her wound in her arm. I'm sorry. Merry Christmas. Oh my God. I apologize. But she was really proud of herself because she was able to just get that done and kind of get herself.
I don't know if I could do it, man.
Well, and I hear actually maggots can be actually very helpful in wounds because they'll eat any infection. Oh. So it can actually prevent infection and it keeps everything clean because they just munch on everything around it.
Continue on.
Okay, we're done talking about maggots. So she decided to spend the night in the hut before she decided to move on. And then the next day, she heard the voices of several men outside.
Yay!
And it was like hearing the voice of angels.
Right.
When they saw me, when they saw her, this is all in her.
All right.
When they saw Juliane, they were alarmed and quit talking. They thought that she was some kind of water goddess and a figure from local legend who is a hybrid of a water dolphin and a blonde, white-skinned woman.
Okay.
So they saw her and they're like, "Oh, you're something amazing."
And she's like, "Just help me, please."
Yeah. So she introduced herself in Spanish and explained what had happened. They treated her wounds and gave her something to eat, and then the next day they took her back to civilization.
Oh, yeah.
So the day after her rescue, she saw her father. He could barely talk, and in the first moment, they just held each other. Oh, I know. They were probably in so much pain. For the next few days, they frantically searched for news of her mother.
Yeah.
And on January 12th, they found her body.
Oh.
So her mother did not make it.
Sad.
they found out that she actually had survived the crash, but she was so badly injured that she couldn't move.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, she ended up dying several days later.
Oh, I'm so upset.
But Juliane was able to make it out and reunited with her father, and then was able to go on and lead a good life.
I'm sad.
I know. I'm sorry.
These are sad stories.
I know. My last Christmas story ended up like she believed in Christmas, so she made it.
Yeah.
So let's just pretend Juliane believed in Christmas.
And I had Rolf in one of my Christmas stories.
That was a good story.
That was a good story.
Oh,
Wow.
fucking a-holes on. I know. Now I'm like all depressed.
Merry Christmas.
I know. God. Can we tell like some other? So there was this guy. His name was Scrooge, and
he hated Christmas.
I won't sing any of the songs from Muppet
No,
Christmas
I mean
Carol.
those were good. I mean they overcame. I mean
Awful, shitty circumstances. Actually,
Yeah.
you can't even say circumstances, just shitty situations.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
I mean,
You
I
look
don't
so sad.
I just don't know how to
How to
bring
wrap
this
this
back.
up.
Yeah, how do we wrap this up? Well, hold on to your loved ones.
I know. To Juliane and Katrina.
Yeah, Juliane, Katrina, Leticia as well.
Yeah. We'll throw you in there.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. Keeping the Christmas spirit
Alive and
alive.
well, despite... I don't even know what to say. Do I even want to celebrate Christmas right now? Kind of not.
Well,
I'll just go home and use that Epcot mug, and
oh yeah, there you go.
maybe I'll start a Disney puzzle that you gave me for my or for my birthday, for my
Look at
Christmas.
that. Your
What the fuck was
Christmas-
that?
Mhm. Well, we hope that you
Have a
all
better
have-
Christmas.
or just a holiday season in general. A good December if you don't celebrate anything. You know, just
Be awesome and good to each other.
yes. This 2020 sucks. 2021 will be fine.
Hopefully fucking better.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, I don't even know what to say.
Right?
Yeah,
We're
they just
trying.
found out like COVID's got a new strain, is even more infectious than the original one.
Did they?
Yeah, in the UK.
Okay. Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Again, follow in Ashley's singing snippets and check that out. Be nice to us and our singing videos.
You're amazing. That's
Oh,
what I'm
thank
going to
you.
say.
Oh, appreciate it. And then please.
Can we have a little sneak peek?
Oh yeah. No. So you gotta save it for the channel. You can't just
What'd you sing?
give it away. Well, I don't know what she's gonna post.
Oh.
Like we sang several songs, so whatever sounds like the best. All right. So please follow us on all.
I can't even do it.
Yeah. Do it.
No.
Oh. So please follow us on all the social medias, Instagram, Facebook. I should totally be dead right now. You can even email us or message us on those social sites.
Yeah.
We love to hear from you. We've had a drink suggestion that we need to try.
We do. In the new year.
In the new year, for sure. We'll try that out.
It'll be
And,
maybe hopefully a little bit more positive.
Yeah, we don't want to make it depressing.
New year.
Yeah.
Fucking done.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, well, everyone have a safe and loving holiday season, and we'll see you next time. New Year's?
Yeah, I guess
New
so. New
Year's.
Year's. I can't even talk. I was gonna say, stay safe out there, folks.
It will be the new year, so we'll see you all, guys, in the new year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Can you even believe it? 2020 is coming to an end.
I can't wait.
What is the date today?
19th.
I actually read that some people think that the Mayans, that we got the date that the Mayans said that the world was going to end, that we got it wrong. It's supposed to end in 2 days now, on the 21st.
So.
Merry
Okay.
Christmas!